want to talk about spiritualism and the spiritualists and the stuff that I've been doing throughout history, like some of the very weird stuff that happened in early Christianity and also an early history of Islam, or some of the stuff that Imam Ali did. Well, did you know that Imam Ali, the first Imam in Shia Islam, and Jesus are the only two personalities in history that I know of that they could levitate, go from city to city. They had their own airline. That's the weirdest stuff. But there is a historical accounts from Christians and also from Muslim sources. So, early Christianity talks about their miracles, and there's miracles attributed to Imam Ali. Imam Ali didn't like to publicize his miracles or people to know about it. Usually he would ask his students to hide it or not to mention it. But another concept or idea is like very accurate predictions or prophecies attributed to Noah and prophecies of Prophet Muhammad for end times. I think Prophet Muhammad predicted the coming of coronavirus. He said that it will start from China. Well, I don't know when the universe, when God speaks to you, he speaks in such intricate ways. It's so sometimes bizarre. I mean, I thought that the stuff he or she says is very condescending sometimes. One of the things that you come across in Bible and also in Quran is this feeling that she doesn't like you or me or anybody to turn into another source or another deity or another person for knowledge or for money or for anything. She's like kind of like a jealous god and doesn't really tolerate competition in any shape and form. I suspect very much that the divine has a feminine side to her. That's a very feminine kind of trait, kind of like being jealous and. Well, I don't know if I want to call this video Elohim's favorite pets, or why humans have survived and flourished. We have 7 billion of us around here on this planet, and there were other forms of humans that existed, and they were smarter. They were physically bigger, more agile, more resourceful, and they have perished. They have been ruined. They have gone extinct, but we are still here. There are some reasons for that. Well, I was studying. I'm reading these books. One of them is called antediluvian world, which means the world before 12,500 years ago, before the flood. Was it Noah's flood? I don't know. And there is another one. It's called Graham Hancock's book, The Fingerprints of God. Some of the technologies and artwork and buildings that these former humans they had created, they dwarf what we can make even today. And there are signs, like for example, the way the pyramids are situated is as if somebody is pointing out to the stars in Orion, saying that, hey, we came from there, and we are really gods, and we're gonna have to go back there, if not in body, but maybe in spirit. But the more I read this stuff, the more I watch Ancient Aliens, the more I form all these theories that are very weird. I was reading some stuff from quantum physicists. They were saying that the universe is very weird, very strange, and in fact we don't know a lot. We don't know where humanity came from, and why we are here, why we have survived, and more intelligent, more resourceful creatures, and even aliens haven't flourished or survived what we have. And there's so many billions of us. It's like somebody's helping us on the side. There is like mythology saying that the earth was full of these corrupt giants, and they were killing the humans, and they were eating their flesh. And Elohim or Yahweh, whoever was in charge, he didn't like that. He came around and killed them off, and they ran away to underground breakaway civilizations or underground caves, and we are left here now. And you find these mythology everywhere. You find the stuff these other civilizations made, and it looks like nothing that we could make again. It's very strange. The most strange things that are remnant of the past, Quran itself is very strange creation. It's like, initially when the religion of Islam started, Prophet Muhammad said that the miracle of Islam is Quran. But Quran, if you study it, it's just about words. But if you analyze it, it's not really just words. It's like mathematical structure. It's like somebody, you're walking down in a desert and come across a building made of bricks that are like jigsaw puzzles. They're not attached to each other by anything except their shape, geometric shape. And when you grab one of the bricks and remove it from the building, then the whole building disappears, as if the building wasn't there. Because every word and every letter of the Quran has mathematical relationship to everything else in it. And about 1 million mathematical relationships will fall apart if you remove this one brick. Like, what is this? Well, I mean, some archaeologists, they go into, I don't know, into Lake Titicaca and the buildings that are around there. And they saw these giant buildings. They're like jigsaw puzzles and made of bricks that are 40 to 100 to 1,000 tons, and they're fitting together like as if they're jigsaw puzzle, and you can't even fit a blade of grass in between these jigsaw puzzles. I mean, what I think is happening is that this our planet is governed by spiritual forces or aliens, really, with super technology and super spirituality, and they are really in charge of you. Maybe I had too much of that good stuff. You know, I'm, I like to drink vodka sometimes, and well, I've experimenting with a couple of herbs. One is called Blue Lotus. I was trying to get some into my soup yesterday, and the whole bottle, glass bottle, fell off. And some of the broken glass went into the Blue Lotus herbs. I had to throw the whole thing away. But today's Friday, it's a payday, so I'm gonna buy more Blue Lotus. And I have also really good saffron from Iran. So what I think I'm gonna be doing, I'm thinking of going and buying a nice bottle of vodka, the good kind, and then put the put the nice Blue Lotus in it and nice amount of saffron, and just let they get absorbed, all the good stuff get into the vodka, and then I'm gonna strain them out of the herbs, and then store the whole bottle, and just drink it every once in a while, where my own theories are just going places that I myself don't know where are these going, but I'm not a very good Muslim. I do drink sometimes, and I don't care. I don't obey all the laws. Well, another concept or idea that is very interesting, and you come across it in Old Testament, in New Testament, in Muslim history, is like a concept of like, or the, I don't know what you call it, the communication of entrainment. Like Noah communicated with this deity. Was it Yahweh? Was it Allah? I don't know. It's like an alien there. He her thoughts or her ideas. She just infuses Noah with that, and then Noah knew that, hey, in about a couple of months there's going to be a huge flood. That's like a very accurate mathematical prediction, but it came from this alien being somewhere. Well, in Islamic history, Prophet Muhammad used to be like a hermit. He go and meditate in a cave, and the verses of Quran, many of them came in the cave, like some alien, some god or some goddess. She kind of induce him with these words, and just wrote them down. And this went on for 23 years until he died. But then when you add up these words and make a book out of it, the book is like a intricate mathematical structure. Everything is related to everything else. There's all these numbers that pop up. Some are mathematical numbers. I don't know how did all this happen. Well, in the book Fingerprints of Gods, Graham Hancock says that there's all these mathematical relationships in the pyramids. They're pointing to North Star. Some parts point to North Pole. Is situated in a special place on the planet, uh, such a Lagrange point. I don't know where did all these relationships came from. It's all mathematics, but how did it end up in Quran? How did it end up in pyramid? How did I don't know. I I think I'm missing my vodka, and maybe I could make some sense out of this. Well, there's a lot of evidence pointing to the fact that the moon might be not be a satellite, a natural satellite, but actually it's a spaceship. It has a lot of empty space inside. Maybe I think there had been several civilizations from alien civilizations that came around. Maybe one came around and they traveled through space for millions of years, and they came and parked their spaceship on the orbit. But that's not. This really doesn't look like a spaceship. It looks like another planet. But then they just came down, and we are their descendants. And then what? Then maybe there were more than one such alien civilization. Maybe there were two. The one series came in with the moon, and then this other series came in with the from Orion stars, and then there was a fight. The first series was manned by Elohim, and he flooded the planet to get rid of the giants and the invaders. And he let us humans live or proliferate, and every once in a while he or she comes around and helps us out. I don't know. Does it make any sense? It doesn't make any kind of sense, but it's very interesting research. And there is evidence for some of it, or a lot of it. Anyhow, when I came to the United States, I wanted to study engineering and mathematics, and I was such a serious about this. I thought that hey, if I get my degree in mathematics or electrical engineering, oh my God, I gotta land this job. I was in the New Hampshire, Boston area. So, oh God, what's gonna happen? I thought more like these Indian professionals, but when I graduated, and it was 82, 83, by then, many stupid American corporations, they exported all their jobs, all their stocks, all their equipment to China, and there weren't any jobs at all. But also, I didn't know it back then. I know it now that I am the eternal black sheep. The relations with Iran soured, and many companies, they don't even wanted to look at me. Anyhow, I didn't get a job. I didn't even get one interview. I got one interview when I came to California many years later, I think it was 87, I got one interview with McDonnell Douglas, I think. And they didn't ask me back again. I was like, I was just wondering what happened. But then when I didn't get any jobs, any interviews, I so let me just go study graduate school. Maybe I become a teacher or something. And I went and studied more control system, which is more like electrical engineering plus mechanical systems. And when this was going on towards the end, I was kind of losing my hopes and my faith. And I say, oh God, look, I spent $100,000, 4, 5, 6 years studying all this stuff, math, control systems, and now everybody hates me. The military, American government, all the stupid corporations that do nothing but make weapons, they don't even want to hear from me. And all the civilian companies that make commercial products, they have gone to China. I mean, what a waste. Let me, well, I had a very strong intellectual curiosity. I said maybe I study other stuff. Anything that's interesting, and can be believable, can make some kind of sense. And then I started studying all this stuff, spiritualism. I studied even some witchcraft, I studied numerology, studied. I don't think back then I was interested in ancient history or stuff that has to do with Egypt, but I am studying that stuff now. And well, you know, these these point out to alternative histories of humanity and planet Earth. I think there is a lot more going on here than we know about, and this place is governed by spiritual forces that we don't really understand. Well, this video is becoming very long, and I'll go into some of this stuff later on. Thank you very much for being on my YouTube channel, and we'll talk later.